Thokozani bogogo nabomkhulu, thokozani bantu abadala, thokozani Sangoma podcast people. This is Mkhulu Romeo. I'm your host for today. Hopefully I'll have a hostess, I'll have a sidekick, you know. But with me today, I have Mkhulu, my felempini.
Yes.
And it's a woman, but once again, second episode, we have a woman with a ophethwe indoda, right?
Amadoda,
but what's your real name?
Kumo yami, full name, yeah.
So ki Kumo yami ki Motswana?
Yes.
Kumo yami gets a Zulu surname?
Yeah, a Zulu surname.
Or a Zulu name?
Yeah, a Zulu name.
So you have Zulu people.
It's a Nguni name. So Umafelimpini Awagaskosana. He is Ndebele.
Yes.
Yeah. So he is from my maternal side. So Umkhulu mama. Do you hear what I'm saying?
Yes, yes.
So Ugo.
I'm with you.
So my grandmother's dad, which is my mom's mom, she is Ndebele and married to a Tswana. So my mom is Tswana.
Okay, Motswana.
Yes, that's how I got the name Kumo yami.
Okay,
Yeah.
Kumo yami means my wealth.
Yes, direct translation.
Yay! I got that one right. So you're a Kobela.
Yes.
You're a Sangoma. You're a bone reader.
Yes.
Umo profeta happy.
I'm a herbalist.
You're a herbalist.
Yes.
So you distribute medicine.
Yes.
Through consultation.
Yes.
You don't just make up your own decisions. Or when I get over because today I feel like it.
No, we look at the root of the problem and then we heal.
Okay, very interesting. So today we're going to talk about what happens ephehlweni, because I myself, I'm contacted by lots of people with a calling. And one of the problems that they have is the fear of the unknown. They want to know what exactly am I getting myself into. Maniti nina Sangoma aleri erikito badimo bare ketlo thwasa.
Yeah.
Ne? Amadlozi athi ngithwase. Ithonga lithi ngithwase. What is this ukuthwasa? What can I expect ephehlweni, and should everyone athwase?
I will always say that spirituality, ukuthwasa, ukuba nedlozi is personal. So, and it's not copy and paste. So what Mkhulu Romeo enjoyed before athwasa and what Mkhulu Mafelempini enjoyed will never be the same. As fun.
Yes.
And I always tell people that are going through the process, because before you are initiated or ungene phehlweni, idlozi lakho I feel initiates you to be initiated.
Yes.
Yeah, so there's a certain level of preparation or turmoils that you go through that are going to prepare you for what you're going to get yourself into. Yeah. There's people that get into ngiyotwasa and then they get there and they're like ngiyapapa, then funanla. But now,
so idlozi lakho lithi wena uyapha.
When uyasha ngisho ubona kahle ukuthi manje seziyashuba. It's not all I'm great, I am the chosen one anymore.
It's
now you
glamorous.
have to submit. Now you have to submit now. Now you have to be able to see yourself dirty as a whole adult, because boka umuti. Now you have to see yourself upati big. You used to having nails. Your nails are not manicured anymore.
It's a culture shock.
It's a culture shock.
It's a whole 360.
Utried electric blanket, you're sleeping on the floor. There's no electricity in the middle of nowhere.
So, okay, let's take it back. Wena uqadile jwang?
Okay. So, I've always been a child that does not play normally with other children. I was the child who would cry to have their shoes off as a child. You'd find me wanting to be in nature more than you'd want me playing PlayStation or anything.
Yes.
But, there's that do or die moment that says, no, now this is real. Now that was when I was bedridden. It was 6 weeks. I was sick, was in and out of hospitals, mental hospital, you name it. I was in Mortlington for apparently Kyakula. They took blood tests. There was a time they took, I think, 8 bottles of blood to come check what's wrong. Everything was just negative. I'm normal. I'm fine. Now, I come back home. They're like, there's nothing we can do with this person. My mother, I wouldn't say she's Eva Zalwane, but she was a woman that was like scared of also the unknown, that this is what my child has to go through. I don't understand.
Yes.
I'm sleepwalking at night. She's finding me, but during the day, I'm bedridden.
Yo.
But I'm sleepwalking, like I'm sleepwalking. I'm telling her that I need to go here. This is what I'm seeing. I'm seeing nyapupa, and they call it hallucinating.
So when you are so-called hallucinating, what are you seeing?
So I'd literally be with you like this, and I'd see somebody talking to me like this. And I'm freaking out because I don't understand that now. Because your senses get heightened when you can't control them.
Yes.
Yeah. So my senses were heightened. Like, you'd find me talking to, people would say I'm talking to the world, but I'm seeing someone. That person is telling me, Guti, your time is running out when we are shona.
Yo. And how old are you at this time?
At this time, I was 18, 19. I was fresh from high school.
Yeah.
I was falling sick. And then the last instance was that when I remember I had my 21st. I don't know people from the streets. Like, I'm one person, I was in boarding school, was home. Then people got shot. Well, now you're surviving. People are getting bantubaya for pamgoako. You go to a traditional healer, they're like, there's nothing I'm going to give you. There's a whole chemist full of medicine here, but nizokupani. Melu idlos lakho liyokula. Your dreams are saying you're dreaming of the place. You're hearing lo muntu athi mele ngikushayele. You don't even know ukushayela yini.
And you're still in denial.
You in denial. You're going to those fire churches. That's what I call them. You go there. You try going for deliverance. I remember I was like, I'm going to go for deliverance. And I got to the church, and when I looked up, I saw literally a snake skin. I don't know it was real or I was hallucinated, but I swear it was real. I was not hallucinating. And I literally left before deliverance.
So, okay, fine. The day you decide, hore, what's going on at that time? How are you preparing for ungene phehlweni?
Well, what I did was being pasha. So I'd dream of a certain bead, buy it. Further. Because at the end of the day, you can't go into something without guidance. Yes. And you need to have faith in the people that have given you this calling. You understand?
Yes.
So, being teng. And then when it was that time to go, a month before, I was scared.
So uyatenga. Are things getting better for you? Are you still hallucinating? Are you still sleepwalking? And I forgot to ask you, when you are sleepwalking, are you going outside the house into the streets now?
I'm going outside. You're finding me at the gate, opening the gate. So my mom eventually also had to get those dreams. Let umntwana go.
Okay. So, we take us from there.
Okay. So then I went, I had this friend of mine, Umahlasela, God bless her wherever she is, Umahlasela was like, I'm like, what do you guys have? Like, I didn't understand. Like, is it an event? I mean, I'm a girl from Assumption Convent.
Yes.
You know? And then when I got there, literally this, I think Bogu Kobela Begakona Lapaya Ukok Makatisa. I'll say Koko because Mtalag no Babam. Ukok Makatisa was like Koko tennis is pepetona because I'm shaking. This environment is a place that's saying stay, but it's saying run. So you're stuck.
You're scared?
Bengizwa iskupu. I remember I was walking from the shop, kwashaya iskupu, and I don't know what ran through me, but would I say scared or would I say, there was a moment where you're about to go into trance,
Anxious.
Yes, anxious. It's like you've had like too many energy drinks. If I were to, yeah.
Your heart is beating fast.
Yes, that's what would happen.
Yeah.
And then to a point where I dreamt of my Kobela acting Zokshaye. When I got there and it was like, but this is home. No. He was like, no, yeah, Kaya. Get yourself ready. So he wasn't like, you need to stay here now.
Oh.
He wasn't like that. He was chilled, like, Koko, idloze lakho, mina elami ngilithwasele. Idloze lakho.
Yes.
I left. I'm preparing, I'm buying things. I did umsebenzi because my ancestors before ngephehlweni came to me and him and saying, Guti, yenza umphahlo before ungena ephehlweni. So I did a ceremony before, and then I think it was the Sunday, ngagajelwa same day. 10 minutes Dlozi was out. We knew Mafelempini was. Life continued.
Yes. So now what happens ephehlweni manje? Like, okay, so ungenile, you've calmed down. The anxiety levels are also like they're down now. Yeah. What's going on now? How are they preparing you? Like, tell us, man. Because the people out there who are listening to this video, they are shit scared. Ungene ephehlweni. Abafuna ungene ephehlweni. And what I've realized ngabantu abastubborn, abangafuni ukungena ephehlweni ukuthi things become worse. Like your life just becomes upside down.
You end up hitting people umantantwane nje. Yamoto.
Umutu fela nje.
Umutu
untofela.
Uskata.
Disheleta dikeni.
And at that time, then you become angry when Nkulu Romeo will charge endumbeni yakhe 5,000 for a consultation.
Anyeke mina ngiyenze.
No, I'm just saying, but you be angry ukuthi hayi lesangoma lesi siyadura. He can charge that unendumba yakhe sekaqedile, you haven't.
Yes.
So you cannot say somebody ukuthi indumba yakho charge kanjani.
Yes.
It's not your call to make. Do you hear what I'm saying?
Ngiyakuzwa.
Now, after ephehlweni, when I got after my first day ephehlweni, they were like, this is 7 days for you to settle in. I wouldn't say they're settling in. They give me obviously togozis ukhona ukuthokoza, but by this time we want you to sozazile togozis. So yaqalwa yamemeza idlozi.
Yes.
Now from waking up at 5, angisho 7 days, you're like, this is chilled.
Yeah.
Then there's the 3 a.m. Then kunekobongo, then there's those rituals that you need to do while you're being initiated.
Yes.
And when you're there, I'm not going to lie and say Iphehlo is a bed of roses, but what I learned from myself at Iphehlo Nuguti, the moment I accept that everything I'm doing is divinity and not somebody punishing me, that's when my life changed to accept Iphehlo what it is.
Power to that.
When I saw ukuthi ekuqaleni moguqa uthi amadolo abhlungu, then you challenge yourself ukuthi no man, namhlanje ngifuna ukubona ukuthi ngahlala kangakanani ngiguqile. Then it becomes what second nature. Then uyaguqa. Mobona ukuthi bayakufihlela, then that time abakufihlela, the first time you're like abuse lo muntu lo. Sometimes you're like ngizomthuka lo gobela. But the day you realize ukuthi ukufihlela is as good as ukubhula kwakhe endumbeni kusasa.
Yeah. Ukula.
Yeah, ukula. It's growth.
Yes.
And then you look at imfihlo ukuthi it's a challenge. Let me see ukuthi idlozi lami sizofika aphi today. And mind you, I had ukugobela bekathanda imfihlo. Bongabuye emsebenzini akufihlele 14 imfihlo. Kokungabongi ngifihlile. Kokungabongi ngifihlile. And we told it to a point ukuthi khona la we went to omunye umgidi nogobela. And Sangomeni, there's ego struggles. Obvious. Nkulu Romeo is better than Nkulu Mafelempini. Nkulu Mafelempini thinks Nkulu Romeo is a bimbo.
Yeah.
Athi gogo ngisho wena uthi ungcono kunami. Mina ngoba ngize nethwasela i1, mina ngithwase ngi1. Wena uze namathwasa i5. Asifihle sibheje. He put 100 rand on the table.
Whoa, this is interesting.
Asibheje. Faka na 100 rand. Mina ngizofihlela ithwasa lakho wena ufihlele lami. Then I saw ukuthi ukufihlelwa kay 14 a day is not in vain. or ukufihlela ngo-3 a.m. is not in vain. Ngayithola wathatha 200 wathi siyabonga Gobela.
Cheers.
Ayithola imfihlo. And whereas with them, they would criticize the way I'm being abused ephehlweni. You understand what I'm saying?
Yes.
Because at the end of the day, he was not my friend when it came to teaching me. You're not my friend, you're my teacher. You're not here to stroke my ego when I am. You are teaching me. You hear that I learn and I take that on tomorrow. You understand?
Yes.
We all like being Gobelas, but you're as good as your weakest twasa. We all love being Gobelas. We
That's
all
power.
love it. We all love it. But if your twasa la, if ngiyafika la, amatwasa wako, I'm not saying are abused. But when it's time for into zedlos, you can see twasa elfundisa, you can see twasa engafundisa. Just like umntana se preschool, you can see with law.
Too relaxed, always dragging themselves.
My point.
Always slow, always, sleepy. Always.
But we also can't say, Guti, now it's twasa, our moshi. Because if I had dragged myself in Sepehlweni and not also wanted to push myself at Pehlweni, I probably would be a negative Sangoma. I always call them. Always wanting to bring the next Sangoma down, but never focusing on their work. Then I would be like that.
That's very interesting. So, I heard you talk about Ikobongo. Yeah? Ikobongo. In a lot of posts on Facebook, people are always talking about Ikobongo. What is this Ikobongo?
I would say it plain. It's would I say it's a ritual, but it's something that you do. Mose Pehlweni, abanye bayabapha amakobongo ePhehlweni before ePhehlweni. But I'll tell you what I had. I had ikobongo elase Pehlweni. It's something that you eat that is basically, it helps you connect with your ancestors. Now, ikobongo, I'll tell the truth, is dangerous if somebody is not for you.
Whoa.
It's dangerous.
That's a new one.
Because there's so many people that I've heard that will inbox me or will call me or come for a consultation and tell me, Guti, I'll have ikobongo and ngipahluke ngikhulume nendaba that uGobela doesn't need to know.
Yeah, maton.
Others will say ngizaba nekobongo and life yami ishintshe compared to what I'm used to. So it's nice, it's fun and games to say, mele ngishaye ikobongo. It sounds noble ukuthi ngiyoshaye ikobongo. But ulishayelani? Ulizilele na? Wenzani ngalelo kobongo?
These are great questions you're asking me. So I'm speaking on behalf of the people, right? So we can all go singene Pehlweni. Eat the same kobongo, all of us.
Yeah.
Be taught the same things, the same values, same teachings. Basically, we are studying from the same book, the same Gobela.
Yeah.
But it does not mean ukuthi
Results.
siyophuma sintswembu sonke amakarate kid lawo wonke.
Yeah.
Everybody can do backflips. Everybody can dance in the same way. Everybody can read bones in the same way. We are equal, maspuma. Ne? It does not mean that.
Yeah.
So tell me, a twasani that is not doing great, what are the consequences of not doing what you are told?
Okay, so I'm going to put it out there, Frank. First of all, if I give you instructions to say Pehlweni and you decide to disobey, not do what I am telling you to do, you're not doing me a favor. It's like training. UNISA won't tell you, study a certain amount. Your work, you reap the fruits of your labor.
Amen.
You understand what I'm saying? You know, I heard this other Gobela, athi la kwami say UNISA ufuna ukufunda uzofunda. And everybody would be like, ha. But it's a fact.
Yes.
It's a fact, and unpopular as it is, people won't baby you into learning.
No, they won't.
They can help you learn, and if you don't ask questions and you're not wanting to learn, then don't waste your time.
That's why uphuma ephehlweni and you can't do anything. And all the time when I'm on my clients, Baba, ngicela usizo.
And ubaba unendumba yakhe. And ubaba unendumba yakhe. And I'll always tell abantu that will say, mtase bafo baba in ngithi moyi nyanga mele ube indoda uyimele. Kuzoba nevungvungu ezifika ngo2 a.m. and I can't answer your call. Are you going to always be like Baba? Why are you not entrusting your ancestors to even guide you more pumile patience? Yes. Because as I'm not above your ancestors.
So I hear you, and this is insightful. So itwasani eli obedient, an obedient twasani, an obedient initiate. What kind of initiate is this? What's the personality or the qualities of an obedient twasani?
I'll always say ukuthi itwasani, a successful twasani, let's put it that way. Umuntu that is going to listen to what you're told. You listen to instructions, and you listen to instructions not just from your Kobela but from your ancestors as well. Because remember, we are a team. We're working for you to go out there and heal people.
Amen.
So the whole mandate is for you to heal people because that's why you are here. Angikaze ukuthi ngivuke nawe ngo3 ukumamela uvusela. Do you hear? You listen and also be able to also push yourself to also ask. If you sing ukuthi umuntu oso okhona ukuhlanganisa, ask.
Asking questions is very important.
Ask questions. Say, Baba, this is what I'm struggling with. Just like you'd say with a teacher. And be able to be assisted.
So these things are connected. Like ugutu esikolweni ungena a private school, nase phehlweni, apply the same type of vibe, the same approach when asking questions, being inquisitive, being curious, wanting to learn more, getting up early, learning, listening, paying attention to detail, those type of things. We are saying that these things are important when you are a twasan, when you are an initiate, right?
Yeah, I'm saying that also, and I'm saying Guti as an initiate, there's nothing that beats being humble.
Being humble.
Yeah.
Being humble. So what's a humble initiate? Like what's a humble initiate?
You must understand that, Pella, at the end of the day, you're not at your mother's house. You are in somebody's space.
Yes.
You are in somebody's space. And if you're in someone's space, there are specific rules that you are not maybe used to at home that you need to adhere to when you are here.
Amen.
Now you humble yourself so you can finish.
Amen.
And in my ndumba, I'll have my rules that maybe in your ndumba, you won't have.
Amen.
You understand? There's certain people that do things in ndumbeni yabo that you won't do in ndumbeni yam.
Amen. So I'm going to ask you the last question. And this question is very important, right? Because I remember I also, before Nye I also went through the same problems, right? I encountered the same problems that you did. They might not be the same, but nami ngiyengagula, nami bengiphupha, nami bengibona abantu, and I also ended up in a mental institution for a month. Ngoba manje, these people, I was already seeing these people.
Yep.
Yeah. And I tried to be in denial about uthi ngibone lento le. The next day ngithi maybe ngiphupha ngivukile.
Yeah, but no, man.
I try to, to hlanganisa one no one and try to make sense, but at the end of the day I was also hallucinating, but I was also seeing abantu abadala. So last question before we end this beautiful, insightful interview. Now, I often heard before Ntwas that, hey man, melu vutwe. Meaning, you must be ube ready, you must have fermented ukuthi ungene phehlweni. yini lokuvutha lokhu
What are you fermenting when you don't know what needs to be fermented?
mabathi mele uvuthe bathini I don't understand what
Vutha
is a
as
thwasani that is ready ukuthi angene ephehlweni ngoba kunamathwasani amanye ne they get told these thwasanis get told you're not ready yet ima kancane ithi ungaye 4 months nyana check it out ukuthi idlozi lenzani ngawe ne and then come back after 4 months masovuthiwe what is that what are they saying and I'm asking on behalf of the people
Yeah.
Yes.
Personally, what are you fermenting when you don't know? Uvuthwa ini ungazi ukuthi kuphekwani.
Amen.
And then now if you're going to tell me ukuthi angavuthwa khona into engisafuna ukuyibona. Wena ubonani wena le engavuthwanga because everything is supposed to get ripe usephehlweni.
Ne?
Imsebenzi yebonakalayo ukuvuthwa or not yinsebenzo so mothi umuntu akavuthanga afike emagcekeni wakho azolapha uthini kahle kahle
Ay. This is Mkhulu Mafele Mpini giving us insight, giving us awareness right here on Sangoma podcast. You're with Mkhulu Romeo. And Mkhulu Romeo is not my Josie name. This is a brand name. I don't want to call myself Mkhulu something else because, I mean, they live their life, right? I will use that Josie name in the Ndumba and when I'm doing Totabadimu. But the Rona Monako Sangoma podcast, your host Ki Mkhulu Romeo, right? Catch us on Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, right? But this podcast, this Sangoma podcast is gonna be on YouTube. It's Sangoma podcast. Subscribe. One love.